If your credit repair business has been stuck at the same revenue number for 3 months in a row, I want to tell you something that most coaches in this industry would not say. More leads is not the answer. Now, I know that sounds wrong. I know every ad you have ever seen tells you the path forward is more leads, but I'm going to prove it to you today. What's up? Welcome back to the Credit Repair Junkies podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Palatano, and today we're going to go through the 5 reasons most credit repair businesses plateau at the same number month after month and never break through it. If you have been grinding harder than ever and the revenue just will not move, this episode is for you. Let's get into it. Here's what I have watched happen over and over again in over 14 years in this industry. Someone starts a credit repair business, they get their first few clients from friends and family, they do good work, word spreads a little, revenue hits $2,000 a month, maybe $3,000, and then it stops. Not because the demand went away, not because they stopped working hard. It stops because the thing that got them to $3,000 a month is not the same thing that gets them to $10,000. And most people never figure that out. I run a company right now with over 6,000 active clients, and I can tell you from experience that the gap between where you are and where you want to be is not hustle. It is 5 specific things. I want to tell you right now that the 5th one is the one I almost never hear anyone talk about. It is also the one that costs credit repair business owners the most money over time. We're going to get there, but let's start at the beginning. Reason number 1, you are the system. Here's the principle. If your revenue stops when you stop working, you do not have a business. You have a job with extra steps. When I was building my first company, I was doing everything, writing the disputes, calling the clients, following up on leads, answering the same 3 questions 20 times a week. I was working 60 hours and making about $4,000 a month. And I kept telling myself, if I could just push through this season, things would ease up. Well, that season never came because the problem was not the workload. The problem was that I had built a machine where the only moving part was me. And the moment I stopped moving, everything stopped moving with me. The shift came when I started asking a different question. Not how do I get more done, but how does this happen without me? Look at your week right now. How much of what you are doing requires your specific judgment? Dispute letters that follow a process, follow-up calls that ask the same questions every time, clients texting, asking what round they're on. Every one of those things can be systematized. And until they are, your ceiling is your capacity. That is reason number 1. You are the system. A business built around one person does not scale past what that one person can carry. Reason number 2, your leads are not dead. You just stop calling them. Now, the first thing most people say when they hear this is, Bruce, I follow up on my leads. And I believe you. But here's what I want to know. How many times and over how long? Because here's what is true. Most people who are going to buy credit repair service are not ready the first time you reach out. They're not even ready the 3rd time. The research on this is clear and it's consistent across industries. The majority of deals close after 5 or more contacts. Most credit repair business owners follow up once, maybe twice, and then they mark the lead as dead. I had a lead come into my company a few years back. We called her in January. She was not ready. We called her again 2 weeks later, still not ready. We kept her in our follow-up sequence, sent her a text in March, and she booked a consultation that week. She enrolled and stayed for 19 months with us. That was over $2,000 in revenue from a lead we could have given up on after week 2. The leads you think are cold are not cold. They're waiting, and you have already paid to generate them. If you're not working that pipeline before you spend another dollar on ads, you are leaving the most valuable thing you own sitting on a shelf collecting dust. Right now, go into your CRM and look at every lead you have not touched in more than 30 days. That is your pipeline. Work it before you buy more. That is reason number 2. And stick with me because this next one is the reason businesses stall even when they have a full pipeline. Reason number 3, your offer is too easy to say no to. Most credit repair businesses are not selling an offer. They're describing a service. There's a difference and it matters more than almost anything else in your business. A service description sounds like this. We dispute negative items on your credit report using proven strategies. That is accurate. It is also exactly what every other credit repair company is saying. It gives a prospect no reason to choose you and every reason to keep shopping around. An offer sounds like this. We're going to work through 6 rounds of disputes with you. And if no items are removed from your report, we will give you a full refund of every penny that you paid us. One of those makes the prospect feel safe. The other just tells them you exist. When I added a money back guarantee to my offer, my close rate went up by more than 30% within 60 days. Not because I changed the price, not because I changed the service, because I changed where the risk lived. I put the risk on my side instead of theirs. Here's what I tell people when they push back on this. If you're doing the work correctly, you do not have to worry about that guarantee being invoked very often. The guarantee exists to get them in the door. The work is what keeps them. If your offer does not make you slightly nervous to say out loud, it probably is not strong enough. That is reason number 3. Now, I paid for this next one the hard way. I want you to hear it before you make the same mistake. Reason number 4, you are competing on price. If a prospect asks what you charge and your first instinct is to wonder whether your price is too high, you have a positioning problem. And lowering the price will not fix a positioning problem. It will make it worse. In year 2 of my first company, I started discounting to close more clients. And here's exactly what happened. I closed more clients, and they were harder to work with, slower to pay, and faster to cancel. The clients who gave me the most trouble were always the ones I had discounted to get. When someone tells you your price is too high, they're not objecting to the number. They're telling you that they do not yet believe the value matches the number. That is a perception problem, and the answer is never to charge less. The answer is to make the value so clear that the price becomes easy to say yes to. Proof does that. Specificity does that. A strong guarantee does that. The speed of your results and the quality of your support do that. All of those things together create a picture of value that makes whatever you charge feel like an easy decision. Stop competing on price. It is a race to the bottom, and somebody out there is always willing to lose money faster than you are. That is reason number 4. Now, the one I almost never hear talked about in this industry. And over a career, it costs business owners more than all the other 4 reasons combined. Reason number 5, you have nowhere for your clients to go to when they are done. Your credit repair service is not your business. It is the front door. Here's what I mean. Most credit repair business owners think the goal is to get clients in, fix their credit, get a good review, and then they leave. That is a service, but it is not a growing business because every client who finishes is just gone. The relationship is over, and that is the biggest missed opportunity in this industry. The clients who just completed your credit repair program are the warmest leads you will ever have. They trust you. You delivered a result. Their credit is better, and now they have a whole new set of goals like buying a house, getting a business loan, getting out of debt, building long-term wealth, and they want to do those things with someone they already trust. Every single one of those goals is an opportunity you are walking away from if you have nothing to offer them next. In my companies, we built an ascension path that included ongoing credit monitoring services, business funding for clients who need capital, debt relief services for clients that want to become debt-free, and cash value life insurance for clients who want to protect their income and build generational wealth. That back-end revenue became some of the most consistent, predictable income in our entire business. And it started with clients who are already done with their initial service. You do not need to become a financial planner. You need to build a path so that the best relationships you have in your business, the one with clients who already trust you, has somewhere to go. If your clients have no next step after credit repair, you're running a full business on half an engine. That is reason number 5, and that is the one I wish someone had told me in year 1. So let's get back to where we started. I told you at the beginning of this episode that more leads is not the answer. Now you know why. Because if you are the system, if you are not working your existing pipeline, if your offer is too easy to say no to, if you're competing on price, and if your clients have nowhere to go when they finish, then more leads just means more of the same plateau. The businesses that break through do not get there by doing more of what already stopped working. They get there by fixing the infrastructure underneath. Build the system. Work the pipeline you already have. Sharpen your offer, stop cutting your price, and build something for your clients to step into when they're done with your service. That is what separates a credit repair job from a credit repair business. Now, if you're just getting started or you're thinking about starting your own credit repair business, check out our free ebook called the 7-Day CRO. It walks you step by step through how to launch your credit repair business. You can grab it at creditrepairjunkies.com/7-day CRO/download. And if you want live weekly coaching and training to grow your credit repair business, come join our free community, the CRJ Academy. We do live coaching calls, weekly training sessions, and you get access to a whole community of credit repair business owners who are building right alongside you. Come join us at creditrepairjunkies.com/community. And to learn more about everything Credit Repair Junkies has to offer, just head over to creditrepairjunkies.com. That is it for today. Keep building, and I'll see you next week.